Sick shark. Well, sorry, you've thrown me off now. Yeah, some sad news today. Flano bans Tui Pilotu's try celebrations. There's no more of this. There's no more of this. It's done. After a couple of rounds, the Bulldogs game, and then against the Bunnies, he was on fire. What's happened here? This has been absolutely squashed.
Well, Flano's not a fan of it, simply because Christian seems to be producing the party antics while scoring a try, yet the Dragons aren't getting the job done on the scoreboard in the end result. And Flano's going to have a little chat to him about maybe reeling it in and pouring his energy into the team as opposed to the fans in the crowd.
What's the reasoning behind it? Like, he's off contract at the end of the year. Are we not on big coin, or are we angling for a bumped up deal, or is he just living in the moment and enjoying it and letting it rain? I don't know.
I don't like... Look, if he scores an 80-metre try to win the game, knock yourself out,
Nathan
son.
Blacklock style.
I don't care what you do. The backflip's fantastic, but they were getting beaten by the Dogs by 18 points. I think he did it. Yeah. So it all depends when and where you do it.
Yeah.
I like try celebrations. Our game celebrates as a round where we raise money, so I like it then, but not every try.
He gets the crowd up and about and all that, but you're right. Was it 18 points behind when he did it last against the Dogs? Yeah. But against South, it got them to a 12-point lead, and then they got beat. Yeah. And I think Wayne said something in the press conference like they thought they'd had it won. So it's not a good look if you don't go on and back. You got to back.
Totally.
If you come up with this, you got to back it up.
Perception in our games are everything. And the perception of this is you're partying and having too much of a good time within yourself, clearly, and not getting the job done. That's what coaches don't like it. Yeah. Well, Craig Bellamy was huge on it. Yeah. He used to reel Josh Addo-Carr in all the time about it.
So does that mean all other post-try celebrations for the Dragons? Because we've seen a few other ones too.
I don't know what the margin. I don't know what the margin needs to be that they're allowed to celebrate. So
yeah, okay.
Can you do the cradle or?
The cradle might still be playing.
Whose baby is it anyway? Has he had a little one?
I don't know. No? I'm not sure.
He did it a couple of times.
He might be breaking some news.
Okay, now after this game,
yeah, that's not as good as I'd rather show me the money.
They had the bye, and Flano said it's going to be brutal this week.
Yeah.
Was it brutal?
My understanding is I think the emotion of that press conference was high, clearly, but he has just maintained the same schedule. So he hasn't ripped and teared, and knowing it's only round two, and they've maintained the same schedule. A couple of days off straight after the game, and they trained today.
No Mount Ousley road run?
No Ousley.
Okay. All right, interesting. He pulled the handbrake, Flano. All right, the Eels boss leaves fans puzzled after they had a little quiz with Bulldog Richie in the paper today, I believe.
Dog quiz.
I'll have a Bulldog quiz. No, credit to Bulldog. He's put some hard questions to the Parramatta boss, Jim Sarantinos, and credit to Jim as well. He's fronted up and answered the majority of them.
Are you mates with him now, Hoops?
I wouldn't say mates, Braith, but we're okay. Yeah,
okay.
I was obviously pretty strong against the Eels and some of their decisions last year, and I stand by that. I think it's been vindicated in the results the opening couple of rounds. But in this instance, they're obviously backs to the wall given they're 0-2, and he has fronted up and answered the majority of the questions. But there were a couple, this was a little bit surprising, that he declined to comment on. So, was losing by such a big margin to West Tigers, who have collected the past 3 wooden spoons, acceptable? Declined to comment. It would appear the 39-year wait will continue in terms of a premiership. Declined to comment. Interview concluded. So
is that normal when you're talking to a CEO? That's got to keep the fans positive.
Some people, at times,
bosses will
say no comment. But I think in this instance, you're probably better off, and with the benefit of hindsight, just answer those questions. They're not that difficult. He hasn't got you over that much of a barrel. So
you're probably better off just playing a straight bat than saying decline to comment.